Yep, we're up.
There you
We're
go.
live.
Good morning.
G'day, g'day. How you going?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great, but I've got an instruction for you.
What's that?
Get up out of your. Oh, there you go. I thought you didn't have one.
I have like that much, so I need to get more
Well, get
coffee.
up out of your chair and go make another one real quick. I'll go through the g'days.
I'll be right back.
All right. First of all, let's say g'day to Sharon. How are you, Sharon? Nice to see you. Followed very quickly by Charlie. How you doing, buddy? Brewing up some fresh coffee. See you when you get here. Let's hope it's a nice, good one. G'day, Glitter Bombs. How are you? Nice to see you there, Shirley. Throwing glitters at you. Couple of people saying g'day. Oh, Ross. Good morning, Ross. How you going, buddy? I'm still waiting for that iconic meeting that we're gonna have. Yeah. Anyway, there is an iconic meeting apparently between Ross and I. I don't know what I've done wrong, but we'll find out shortly. Um, how's Wednesday? Well, let me say to you, Shirley, that Wednesday today was interesting, and hopefully you guys will have a better day than I've had. Frustrating as. Um,
I'm sorry to hear
Char-
you've had a bad day, Sean.
yeah, I've had an aggravating day. I'll get into that in a sec.
Okay.
Uh, Charlie saying way too early to tell squirrel at 6 a.m. there on the dot. Who's squirrel?
That's Glitter World is Squirrel.
Ah, well, she's in. Charlie's giving Sharon a bit of a clap out there. She was tired all week. Was Cheryl? G'day, Denise. How you going? Nice to have you there. Not no more. Glitter World says. We got Sharon there saying g'day, Sean. She's doing super great, bro. Well, that's awesome. So glad that you're doing super great. Did you warm it up or did you make a new one?
The coffee?
Yep.
It's I made a full pot when I got up, so I just had to
Oh,
pour it.
that's cool. That's extras. Why don't you just bring the pot with you? You can drink straight out of the pot.
I really should put a straw in it. I'll be good to
Yeah,
go.
yeah, I know. Glitter World saying she cleaned backyard. That's cool. And the apartment. And it all feels better. Well, that's good. G'day to Denise. No wonder you're tired, Shirley. Hey, Jimmy and Sean from Denise.
Hi,
Woo,
Denise.
yay. There's a few. Nick saying bidet as well. Sharon said Jimmy. Hey, Sharon.
Good day.
Right. Ross, you left the Vegemite out and it didn't spoil. It evolved into an unknown living being. Yeah, called B-E-A-R, B-E-E-R, beer. Hey, you know what, Jimmy?
Yes,
Found
sir.
out some info. First of all, on our political side, our state premier just upped and threw in the towel.
Really?
Yeah, so now we've got a new state premier.
Who was the one that threw in the towel?
A guy by the name of Daniel Andrews.
And he
Very
just
smart guy. For the smartest thing he's ever done is throw in the towel.
okay.
Here's to a better day tomorrow. Hey, you know what? I've got some sherry here because I ran out of wine. So I'm
Cheers.
just sipping on the sherry. So cheers, folks.
That's
Here's to
sip
an
of my
awesome
day.
day. Mm,
Good morning, everybody.
it's the best sherry I've had all day. G'day, Bill from Warm Strong Adventures. How are you, buddy? Hey,
Hey,
Bill.
Bill.
I won't say what I was going to say. It was kind of like picking on. Denise is saying every time she sees Sean in here and she hears I Come From the Land Down Under playing in the background. Yeah, well, we come from the land down under where the women glow and the men plunder. Can't you hear? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run. You better take cover.
Colin Hayes, one of my favorite composers.
You know where he lives?
I thought California.
He does.
Yeah.
Nick, he's been fighting allergies this week, been sleeping a lot and feeling so much better. That's good, mate. At least you're feeling better. Okay, I'm just going to go flicking through and stop at the discussion points. But I also wanted to say to you, there's another bit of frustrating news for us. On Saturday night, Sunday morning, guess what changes?
Daylight savings time.
Oh, God.
So what do
We
you?
get it.
So you go an hour ahead then?
Yeah, we move 1 hour forward.
Yeah. Well, you know what we do.
You move 1 hour back. This weekend, everybody's doing it this
no.
weekend.
No. It's not until I think November.
Ugh.
But still, I hate it. It's 44 degrees here, mate. I had the heat on. It's cold.
24. Well, it's currently 12, but we had 18 today.
Cool.
Actually 19. It was a nice warm day. 12, 24, 54. So it's currently 54 degrees roughly.
Well, that's not bad. It's not. It's a lot warmer than here.
Hey, Denise, that is the premier of our state. Okay,
So-
you have state governors. We have
We have
premier.
governors, so you have a premier.
Yep. But we also have a state governor as well. The state governor represents the Queen.
Really?
Well, now it's the King. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a
Charles.
monarchy.
Right. I knew that. Somewhere in the back of this little pea brain of mine remembers that you are part of the British Empire. Sorry. Making a bad day even worse, am I?
Oh, you are. You are, seriously. That's why we call Charlie the Far King.
Yeah. Yeah. I call him something else, but it's a family show.
Yep. Sharon, thank you so much for asking that. Yes, folks, please hit the thumbs up all round. Denise is saying, Oscar Mike Golf. I mean, oh my God, Colin Hay, my favourite song ever is Waiting for My Real Life to Begin.
Yeah. A lot of people love that song.
Yeah, but Land Down Under should be you guys cry. You know why?
Why?
Because this time, 30 years ago, we took the America's Cup from you.
Oh.
You'd had it for 120 years.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, didn't we?
That's correct. That's correct. We won't change till the day we get back to NOLA.
Oh, the clock.
Yep. Charlie is saying it's 51 Fahrenheit. Glitterworld is saying 7 right now.
Yeah, she lives in Newfoundland.
Oh boy.
That's cold.
Yep. Denise is saying 44. Wow.
Oh, so
It's
it's
40.
44. Yeah, 44.6.
Yep.
So,
Any colder and it'd be winter. Well, please give us winter. You keep your winter, we'll keep our summer. Thank you.
No thanks.
Share.
I'm moving with you.
Now, come on down. I've got a room.
I would love it.
We even got the Harry Potter room.
Ooh. Does it have a wand and I can flip endo and
Yeah.
okay. I'm in.
Come on down. But as long as you bring Colleen with you.
I knew there was a stipulation.
Well, Ilana would get really upset if it was just you and me.
She wouldn't want to live in Men's Town.
Nope. Nope. Chris, mate, it's 5 a.m. and he was sleeping till he heard a bald guy talking. You haven't seen Jimmy take off his cap yet, so how do you know there's only one bald guy? See, there's two.
It's too bold, guys.
So, so watch it, Mr. Chris. You're headed our way anyway. Sharon's saying it's 66 degrees.
Yeah,
And
Sharon, blah, blah. Rub it in.
where's Sharon?
South Georgia.
Ugh,
So she's
it's almost as bad as Florida.
almost in Florida.
Denise put up Colin Hayes YouTube. There you go. Thank you for that. Shirley, this is too much information.
I don't have my long johns on yet, but it won't be long.
John, hang on. I got to do something when I made that comment.
Right?
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, did I show you these? Did I show you this?
Oh, those are cool. I got to get me one of those.
Oh. Play your cards right, sir. You may just get one.
I got an idea for you. Rock and roll, December. No, about November, Thanksgiving.
Remember, 2025.
Correct. Don't know the ship yet.
I hope it's
Don't
the
know the
iPhone.
ship. Don't know the ship yet, but you won't come down on the 2nd of January. I knew that was wrong. I'd have to come to you, and the best way for me to do that is for you to make the rock and roll cruise.
We're planning on it. I told you, if you go, I'll go.
See how it goes. Ross is saying 64 and storming where he is. He's in Chicago. 68 for Denise. We're expecting 22 tomorrow. 44, 66.
I'll take 22. Is that like 70 degrees?
It's close enough. Bill's saying 62 and rain. Blah 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 blah. From Shirley. South Georgia. Sharon said.
That's in. Yeah, she's yelling. South Georgia.
Yeah. And Ross said, "Badum tish." Yep, of course. Ross likes my jokes. Yeah, right.
So I got this.
Go.
I got these for the booze cruise. We're doing a shot glass trade.
Yep.
So I'll be trading shot glasses.
So Sharon loves your shot glass.
Thank you.
And Ross is saying hike. So who's playing football? Yeah, well, you know what's in, so here's another thing that peeves me off. Friday is a public holiday.
Right, it's something to do with sports.
Correct. It's the grand final. Australian rules football. It's our grand final. The grand final's being played on Saturday. Okay. You know this guy that just left? Do you know how he got into power? He made it an election.
I almost said something. I'm not going to say it.
Well, I'm going to tell you. He made an election promise that he would create a public holiday for the football. And that's what got him into power. Okay, so now what did he do? He removed the public holiday. So when we have a public holiday fall on a weekend, they give you a day off in lieu of that public holiday.
So the grand final, is that like, it would be the equivalent to our Super Bowl, perhaps?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But he created this public holiday in lieu of Anzac Day.
What? Yeah, I would be upset myself.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's
Good thing he
why.
stepped down. Boo on him.
Yeah.
Boo.
Plus, he gave us the longest shutdown during that Voldemort period.
You folks, you know, I can't believe the stuff that you had to deal with. I wouldn't want to live there just because of that. I mean, it's getting like that here, but I think the difference is we have the Second Amendment. Pew pew. We won't talk about it, but you know what I mean.
Well, that's all right. We kicked him out. I mean, we didn't. That's what upset me. He resigned, so he didn't even make it to the next election. So let's hear what stuff is going to happen. Dewey Ski. G'day, Dewey. Welcome aboard. Good morning. G'day, Ducks. And g'day to
Hey, Dewey.
Jimmy. How are you, buddy? Dewey's got a very important role.
Dewey does.
Dewey does. He is currently VP of Helping Hands for Cruising.
Oh, right on, Dewey.
And is the highest representative of HH4C in the US. So that we can get our 501c, which I haven't heard about yet. Rob, guess what? What, Rob? You're going to say something. Now, Ross is saying, what's the difference between Cinderella and Melbourne Football Club? Oh, God. Cinderella wants to get to the ball. Yep. I agree with that. There we go.
Good job, Ross.
At least that was funny. Sharon is saying good morning to Rob. Rob is saying, I will get the honor and privilege to finally get to meet your host, aka Jimmy, in less than 31 days, as it will be Cruise Day.
Yes, Rob, you certainly will.
Denise is saying 31 days and a wake up. Now, I will definitely say to you, Jimmy, your response to Rob should be, mate, there's nowhere known you're meeting up unless you bring a handful of poutine with you.
Right? Put it in your pocket.
Correct.
With
Not
gravy.
in your bag, in your pocket so it goes soggy. Dewey is saying, doing well, awoke early so could catch you online. Mate, thank you for that. Nice to see you. Mr. Tranquillo, welcome aboard. Whereabouts are you right now?
He's probably sailing on the beautiful blue ocean somewhere.
And that's why I asked, where is he? Nick is saying he found a really nice hostel to stay at for his 5 nights in Sydney. It's going to save him $1,300 by staying there. It's right next to Central Station, so it'll be easy to catch his flight at Sydney Airport.
Isn't that the men's prison?
No, that's not Central. That the Remand Centre is about 3 bus stops away from there, so close. We call it the Remand Centre, not prison.
I got you.
Nick, there is, for your info, a train that goes direct from Sydney Airport to Central Station. If you're interested. Cost you $15. Or cost us the last time we were there. $15.
Can't even get a decent meal for that price.
Yeah, I know. Rob, I had chopped liver tonight for dinner. That was nice.
Denise, don't you worry. I can't wait to meet you. I told you, big hugs. Hugs are coming your way.
Uh-huh.
Big giant man hook hugs.
Mr. Tranquillo is saying, yeah, back from the Blue Ocean. Have been in London today, in Istanbul, and weekend will be in Bulgaria. What do you call an Aussie in the finals of the World Cup? A referee. Now, Ross, that wasn't nice. Oh, no. It is nice because you got the referee in front. So, yes. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that one.
Sean, is
Uh,
Australian rules football, is that soccer or
no,
is it rugby?
no. Rugby is a separate code, and we do play that. But Australian rules football kind of has a kin to Gaelic football.
Okay.
Because a lot of the people that came out here as when they were sent here as criminals, a lot of them were from Irish extraction, so they played Gaelic football and they modified it slightly.
Gotcha.
Dewey is saying his cruise day finally is in 9 days. Been home 7 weeks. Mate, 9 days. Seriously. Mum's here. G'day, Nancy. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Jimmy, don't ignore your mother.
Hi, Mom. Good morning. I was reading all about Australian rules football.
Yeah. Um,
So
Sean, did I hear
here,
you want...
go ahead. Sorry.
Rob's trying to be funny. He's asking me if I want poo in your teen. Seriously, Rob.
That's a dad joke,
And he's not even a dad. That's the funny thing.
right?
Okay, Ross is saying, why are murders in Tasmania so hard to solve? Because there is no dental records and all the DNA matches. Ross, how do you know about the Tasmanians? Good thing Jonesy's not
I
here.
was going to say, it's a good thing Jonesy isn't with us.
But Joe, you shut up. G'day, Joe. How you doing, buddy? Nice to see you on board.
Good morning, Joe.
And what's her name? How come you got distracted? What's her name? Oops, that's naughty of me, Joe. You can tell me to shut up. And Joe's doing the rounds, and everybody's doing the rounds with Joe. So what are you learning about this great football game?
I haven't learned much yet. Get dangerous ruse, pies, secret saints, make offer cats on Isava price. I have no idea what that means.
I don't
Footy
even know what you...
feed. No fears for Lions. Gill's buddy plea.
Okay,
McRae
so
reveals
Lions
next day replacement.
The Lions is known as the Brisbane Lions. So they're the Brisbane team. There used to be like 24 teams in the state of Victoria, and then and it was known as VFL. And then they wanted to include the whole of the country, so they created the AFL and sent some of the Victorian teams interstate. So the Sydney Swans, the Brisbane Lions, the Broncos is a different code, etc., etc. Sharon is saying, Joe, you're never late. How do you know I'm not a dad? Oh, shut up, Rob. You said it, mate. No, I didn't have to. Jonesy's an exception to the rule. Yeah, actually, Jonesy's an import to Taz. That's why he is the exception. Joe, it was a Zoom meeting he was on. He's on the mother of all buzzers. Mate, that's awesome. I'm glad you're getting yourself ready for your trip. What do you call a fighting Aussie? Hang on, I've got to get this ready. Head smelly. You didn't hear the tinge? Ned Smelly.
Ned Smelly.
You know what? The biggest, he was known as the biggest criminal ever, was Ned Kelly. but he was
Got
standing
you.
up for miners' rights. Now, Nick is saying that he thought the Broncos were from Denver. No, we have a Broncos down here as well.
Well,
They
and
are the Brisbane
I thought
Broncos.
the Lions were from Detroit.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
G'day,
honestly, the
Donna.
only thing that matters are the New England Patriots. Really.
Mate, listen, let me be honest with you. I do not give a toss about Australian rules football. It sucks. It's
Yeah.
aerial ping pong.
I'll be honest, I'm not a big sports guy to begin with, and the older I get, the less I like it. Just saying.
I know the feeling. Joe is saying he'll pay that one, Ross. And Ross is saying next show, 10:30, 2 drinks minimum, try the veal. Um,
And I'll be
my
here
question,
till Thursday.
my question then, Ross, is the veal kosher?
Oh, speaking of which, how was your holiday?
It was good. It was good. It was a good. No, actually, it wasn't. It got aggravating. But no, it was a good opportunity to clear the head until I had to work.
Yeah, so your conscience is clear now for another year?
Uh, I hope so because you forgave me, so therefore I
I
must be okay.
I did. I forgive you for everything.
I was a bit worried though because Colleen didn't.
Well, I'm going to have to get her to send you a private message.
That'd be really great. Much appreciated. Joe is saying he was just talking about Ned Kelly. His image is on the side of a Peterbilt 389. Wow. Who owns the
Doesn't he
Peterbilt?
love me a Peterbilt?
Cruising on the High Seas just became a member of Cruising
Great.
on the High Seas.
Good job.
Denise is saying she's working. We'll be listening in the background. Thank you, Denise. Um,
Love
so
our nurses.
yep, we do. Without them, we'd be stuck in trouble. Yes, as long as there isn't dairy involved. Okay, I'll wear that one. Don't forget to tip your waitress and bartenders, says Denise.
Right?
Okay, here's a tip, Denise. Look left and right before you cross the road. Charlie is saying, I could care less about the NFL here or basketball and even baseball and hockey. These people get paid way too much to play the game. You know what? I couldn't agree with you more, Charlie. I mean, you just have a look, and it goes to their head. You know, they get into trouble.
Here's the thing. I people in my profession get a modest pay, and people in your profession and Denise's profession. I'm
Yep.
not complaining, but when we get the type of pay that we get, and these guys that play a game for their profession get millions of dollars, it just something doesn't seem right.
And I couldn't agree more. I mean, I look at this lot and I go, what do they get the millions for? Oh, but they stop. Their income stops after a certain point. And I go, and the problem with that is,
Exactly. Because they make millions and millions and millions of dollars. Sean has left us. He's dropped out. So I guess I will continue on until he comes back. Um, I can't really interact with the
one of
chat
us
or
went,
anything. Oh,
one went too. I don't know what happened there.
you're back.
I was waiting for the Mr. Cotter song. Welcome back.
Right?
All right, now wait a minute. I'm going to go down and find where we are.
Dave
For,
Cotter.
it does that occasionally.
Mr. Carter. Sorry.
Mr. Cartel, yeah. That was a long time ago, eh?
Yes, sir.
So Joe is saying select dinner tonight, leftover baked southern style chicken legs and small portion of leftover pasta salad. G'day Scotty Too Hottie, welcome aboard, mister. How are you? And Donna said you didn't mention her name, and I did. She and Ilana need to talk. Please be my guest. I'll just get Ilana to do a FaceTime. Will that be okay? We'll do it via WhatsApp. Sharon is saying good day to Scotty. Nick, it's crazy to think your trip to America was a year ago now. You know what, Nick? Ilana and I were busy talking about that earlier on today. We went, you know what, this time last year, we were shutting up shop, getting ourselves organized so that we could get on a plane. Now, wait a minute, 27th. Yes, that's exactly what we were doing. We were packing up, getting our stuff together because we actually got onto the plane on the 29th. 29th or 27th? 27th, and we arrived back on the 29th. That's right. So we would be right now we'd be in the air somewhere. Amazing.
Goes by quick.
Mr. Tranquilla, Australian ruled football, yeah, basketball. No, different rules. It's his favourite, basketball.
It's Australian rules.
Not the Aussie rules football. Let me tell you, that sucks. Joe says I'd like a orange creamsicle. It's ram chowder mixed with orange soda. Whoa.
Who you calling a jerk?
With a very small amount of ice cream. Yeah. Nick says he gave up on watching American sports ever since the athletes went political. He used to care, but ever since they tried to tell us what to think, he doesn't really want to bother giving them any more money. Yeah, you're not a bad point. And Charlie's saying exactly. And Bill's saying they get millions because they bring in billions.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I just bring in hurt and dead people. So
do you know what Bill? Let me put this to you. They would bring in billions regardless of whether the players got paid millions. Because
yeah, they would just have more billions.
correct.
Sean, let me ask you this question:
Mm-hmm.
Have you built your sukkah?
No. I should actually build one.
I think you should.
It's coming up in a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll just go and sleep in somebody else's. That's okay.
There you go. I mean, the weather's getting warm.
Yep. It's the nights that are cool though.
Sleeping bag and a nice warm pair of long johns.
Now, please, let me just tell you. Stop calling Ilana a bag.
Do not even accuse me of doing that. I will be.
You,
I'll be in so much trouble. Don't you start that.
you, Jimmy, you, Sean, and Denise, neither of you get enough pay, in my opinion. Thank you, Sharon.
Thanks, Sharon.
Um,
I hope your wife is within hearing distance of you.
She's actually in the other room, and if she would give me a dirty look. In fact, I'd be in Harry Potter or actually in the doghouse. Why did Tasmanians evolve to grow two heads? So they can have an intelligent conversation when they visit the mainland? Yeah, right.
Picking
You've
on
been
the
spending way
Tasmanian.
too much time with Aussies there, Ross. Joe says, just a quick hello. He's so freaking tired, need sleep. Mate, thank you for popping in, and you have a very pleasant evening, and we'll catch up with you real soon.
Bye, Joe.
Charlie is saying, Squirrel, I have a bowl. Packed up, lady. Time for my wake and bake. Oh, well.
Go for it.
Joe, you get some sleep, bro. Coming from Sharon. Okay, so Mr. Tranquillo likes the NCAA, not NBAA. I mean NBA.
So he likes college hoops versus the National Basketball League.
Now, I think there's a lot of people out there that actually enjoy the college games better than the real stuff.
So in this country, especially when you get out of New England and start to head south, college football, so American football, is
Hmm.
huge. It's it's very very huge.
But it's a bunch of amateurs, right?
Well, yeah, they don't get paid for it. They're college students.
And that makes way more sense to me.
Agreed.
Scotty is saying all first responders should get paid way more for what they do. They save others and always put themselves in danger. They deserve to be recognised for their work. Thank you very much, Scotty. We couldn't agree more with you. We could agree less, but not more. And well, I'm agreeing with you 100%. So I think I'll just move on. G'day, Bran. Welcome aboard, buddy. The
Ram,
Astute.
ram.
Hey, you silly. Did you watch the cartoon Tom and Jerry this morning?
I have not.
Charlie is saying he's building up a morning buzz fit for a king, and this coffee isn't bad either. And what's the rest of the buzz, mate? OG, did you eat your cookies? Chillin' Scotty? Sharon Bone Tide, hey, you silly. G'day's there. Sharon is saying g'day, Scotty. She totally agrees with him. G'day to Bill. Chillin'. Sharon is saying you're both very welcome, Jimmy and Sean. Well, what you said is true. I mean, we guys do. I look at Jimmy and I think, man, it's taken him a long time to actually sit in the chair, and so now he deserves to be sitting there. But having gone out and done all the work beforehand,
I mean, we physically work just as hard. I've had two surgeries as a result of the job. So,
that's not good.
well, that's why I'm sitting in the chair now. I can't ride the truck. I brake too easy now. I'm too old.
Oh, come on, you haven't even made it to 20 yet.
20 years old or 20 years on the job.
Okay. Sean, what will it take for you to now come to the north? For you, Rob, to come to Down Under first.
See?
Alright, I've already been there. Bran saying g'day to Dewey. It's coffee time! Well, go and get yourself one, Bran. Jimmy's already got his. G'day, Susanna. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Susanna. Second day in a row seeing you. Good morning, or I should say good evening to you. I think it's around 6 o'clock there in the Philippines. 6 p.m.
Bran's got up a link. And Sharon is saying to Rob, I don't think Sean's going nowhere near the north. Are you, Sean? Hey, I'm not right now. I'll tell you what, it's way too cold for me to go up north right now.
Yeah,
I'd much prefer to stay where I am.
come here in June.
Yep. Nick is saying he's had people tell him that they would be scared to get on a 15-hour flight and think it's going to be fun on a plane that long, especially when it's going to the land down under. What are you talking about, Nick?
It's like
After
a
you
half an
read,
hour ride, isn't it?
yeah, that's right. Because you'd be sleeping most of it. Ross is saying, okay, since we're talking about coffee, would you try Kopi Luwak coffee? Whatever you said. You know what, Ross? I wouldn't say that I'm a caffeine addict. Just give me the coffee, will you?
I don't even know what
Um,
coffee Luwak coffee is.
I have no idea what it is, but I'll drink it anyway. Um, Rob's saying he's been to the Great White North.
Doesn't he live in the Great White North?
Yeah, that's correct. And it becomes the Great White North around about now because it gets cold. So suck it up, princess. Come down under for summer. Glitter World. Good morning, Nancy and Bran. Glitter bombs coming out there. And Dewey is saying no coffee yet. Haven't rolled out of bed.
Dewey,
Dewey
what state are you in?
is in Florida.
Oh, he lives in Florida.
And I can tell you, Dewey, there's no better way to have a cup of coffee than when you're sitting in bed watching this on YouTube.
Even better yet, if you go to my Etsy store, the coffee tastes so much better in this coffee mug right here. Shameless plug.
Yeah. So, what else you got planned for today?
Who, me?
Yup.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I got plenty of time. I was going to ask Ross, do you know how to compliment a girl from Tasmania?
Yeah, go on.
Nice tooth.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Did I hear that you are paying? Yeah, I know. You see, there's always a catch there, Rob. You're always throwing in that catch. The coffee is the most expensive coffee in the world. The civet cat eats the beans. Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Uh, really? Yeah,
I
no, I'm
haven't
good.
actually tried that
I'm
coffee.
not drinking any poop coffee. It's not happening.
Uh,
I mean, I won't eat Vegemite, so what makes you think I'm going to drink poop coffee?
um, because it's made into instant coffee. I don't know. Um, Dewey, but no one here to serve it. Uh, uh, sorry about that, Dewey. I kind of figured that people would fall over themselves to give you coffee in bed.
You know what? On the upcoming cruise that I have in 32 days, one of the things I so enjoy is the night before going to bed and filling out the little card and hanging it outside the door. And when I wake up at 5 a.m., there's a tray of hot coffee and some croissants and things that show up at the door. And I enjoy that on the balcony while I smell the fresh salt air and hear the sounds of the surf against the hull.
You have mixed feelings going on. The salt air and the coffee fumes.
Mm.
I know the
You had
feeling
me at
and
coffee.
I know the feeling and it's making me jealous.
I can't wait.
Nick is saying another travel channel he knows. The husband and wife have travelled all over the world, but not to Australia. The wife says she would be scared of the long flight to get there. So they would be the kind of people to break up the flights and stop at all different countries and places along the way to break up the travel across the Pacific. Ross has just done it again. Badum tish.
But Charlie says nice too.
Yeah. What coffee did they serve on the Titanic?
Oh, Ross, that's pretty funny.
G'day, Chet. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Poop coffee. Ook.
Yeah, so right Right, Chet? I don't think poop coffee is something for
Yeah,
us.
that coffee just gives you the shits. Um, Rob is saying one day it'll come down, but you're hauling it back with me on your wallet. On your wallet, Rob, why are you so focused on me paying? What is there that has got that gets you into my wallet?
Here's the thing, you're an educator. How much does he think you make?
Yeah, that's right. He's a chef, a world class chef.
Right?
He
He should be
feeds the
paying for
world.
you.
Charlie's saying not enough money in the world where he would be influenced into drinking cat poop coffee.
I mean, what? Cat poop coffee. What's next? Poop corn. You
Hang on,
know,
hang on, but doesn't don't you have Bucky's nuts or something like that?
I, we don't have Bucky's in the north, so
Um,
you're talking about the truck stop, right? Bucky's.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. I all I know is the name because I've never been there.
They've got what have they got? Beaver something or others.
Beaver nuts.
There you go, beaver nuts. Being someone that has done the trip to Australia numerous times, and it's not that bad. You tell him, Ross. Sharon to Charlie, I totally agree with you 100%. Cat poop coffee. Ew. Nick, I'm flying to Australia and not flying first class. It's not worth the 5 times the ticket's price. You're flying to Australia and you're not flying first class. Big deal. You're flying.
Right.
G'day, me Snowvlog. Welcome aboard.
I mean,
Nice to have
Snow.
you here. Simple. You own a business. I don't. Okay, Rob. Let me put this to you. Simple. You get paid a salary. I don't. Ross, it's corn. Me is doing the hand wave. Rob is having a giggle at his own joke. There we go. Nick, Bucky's beaver nuggets. That's it.
Nugget. That's it.
And beaver nuggets are the bomb. What? They keep exploding?
What
I
are
don't
they?
want anything.
What are they? Chicken?
Bucky's.
Oh, we lost Sean again. Bucky's is not a truck stop, Nick says. Well, what is it? What is it, Nick? I thought it was a truck stop. Beaver bum taters and cat poop coffee to wash it down, right, Charlie? um, it's only regular cars there. I kept rolling. So you're on to Sharon next.
Well, let me get down the bottom.
I did Charlie's and Nick's comment, so now we're on to Sharon.
Okay, so Sharon's asking if I own my own business. Yeah, I do. We run a first aid training business.
Okay. I asked what beaver nuggets were.
Okay, so there we go. Corn puffs with caramel coating. The beaver nuggets are rarely caramel corn. Rob is saying, correction, Sean, I'm paid commission. Mate, you're paid commission.
You're paid
End of
commission.
story. You're paid. I have to pay me. I got to pay everybody else first. I pay your commission before I take home a bowl of rice. So don't talk to me about that crap. Denise, Bucky's is what you get if you pass bro shops and Walmart had a baby.
Do you have Bass Pro in Australia?
Bass Pro, yeah. I it's not enough sherry. I got to drink some more so I can be straight.
Hey, it is Hump Day cocktail hour for you.
It is. It is. Ross is saying trucks are not welcome at Bucky's.
They're not? I thought it was a truck stop.
I thought so too. Lots of fuel.
Well, forgive
Plus
me.
food.
La-dee-do. No trucks allowed.
Yeah, but Ross works in the trucking industry. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me clarify this. Maybe it's Bucky's are a non-Ross thing. Well, wait a minute.
Maybe.
Okay. Denise, beaver nuggets are delicious. Sharon is going, ew, chillin' Charlie. No cat poop coffee and nasty coffee. Charlie's having a giggle at Sharon. Ross is saying, I work a career and own 2 businesses. Thank you, Sharon. Mr. Tranquilla is going, yeah, so cool. But you still get paid at the end. How? Rob, please explain to me, when do I get paid? At the end of when? 30 years when I sell the business?
I was going to say the end of your career.
Yeah, that's it. Ross says makes more money on his own career than his businesses. There you go. Rob, I don't know. Some people.
Hey, did you hear? Did you hear? Bucky's is an American chain of country stores, gas stations, and electric vehicle chargers created and owned by Arch Beaver Applin III, headquartered in Lake Jackson, Texas. So
Well, there's something I didn't know.
it's a hell of a country store. Of all the pictures I've seen and videos, it's pretty large.
Ross is saying that it's a road trip stop, not a truck stop.
Bucky's.
Do you need a passport to go there?
I don't know. You may need one.
Because they reckon that Bucky's is so huge that you go from one area to another, you're in another country. So, 8 minutes to go, Jimmy.
8 minutes to go. It's hump day. I'm off to work in 8 minutes. I'll be driving and listening to whoever's up, probably Eddie Lugo, when I'm on my way to work. It's about a 20-minute ride to work from home. And today is Wednesday, so I have probably office work. Fire Prevention Week is coming up the first 2 weeks of October. It's really the second week of October is Fire Prevention Week. But I'm preparing for that. We have a lot of kids coming to the station. We go to the schools. I send the crews out to do their annual fire prevention education stuff for the little kiddies. Tomorrow night, Colleen and I pack up for one more night or one more weekend at the camp we've been at for the month. And then we have the weekend of the 6th, which is Colleen's birthday, will be in Old Orchard, Maine. And then after that, it's put the RV away to bed and then prepare for the booze cruise. We will be traveling on the 27th, which is a Friday, to NOLA, and we'll spend 2 nights there. And then Sunday morning, we will get over to the port and get on board and head out.
So Ross is saying change those batteries in the smoke detectors.
Yeah, change your clocks, change your batteries is what we say. So when you fall back, change them, and when you move forward, you change them.
Yeah, well, we've just had our smoke detector changed, so and it's hardwired, so no batteries to change.
Hardwired is good. Battery backup is better with a hardwired smoke detector. They do make all self-contained ones now where the batteries are good for 10 years. A smoke detector's life expectancy is 10 years, and that's it. So you should be replacing them every 10 years anyway. And like I said, they make them self-contained now where you can't open them up, and they have a battery backup built in. So, yeah, they're a good thing. And buy a combination CO and smoke detector. They're better.
Rob is saying, anyway, it's got to go now, so peace and God bless America.
Right on, Rob. Thank you.
Coming from a Canadian. Yep. Um, Sharon, Jimmy, you on for a cocktail on Wednesday?
We were planning on it.
Excuse me. Mum is saying time to check your smoke alarm.
That's right, Mom.
Ross is saying smoke and CO2 detectors will save your life.
That's right.
And Chet is saying that he's got two Chihuahua smoke detectors. I had a couple of Chihuahua smoke detectors, but I thought they were a bit yappy. Oh, boom, Tish. Uh, Denise is saying she looked at detectors at Tracy's Supply this
Tractor,
weekend.
tractor supply.
Tractor Supply. I'm reading real well, aren't I?
That's all right. You're drinking sherry, and you're allowed. It's hump day.
Yeah, well, it's one of those days. Okay, gotta go. You'll be sweet, says Denise.
Denise, enjoy
Denise,
the
have a
rest of
safe
your
day.
shift. What time is it? Yeah, it's that time, isn't it?
Yep, 4 minutes to go for you. Sharon's saying, Chet, that works, but can they bark loud enough to get in or in and out in time? Do you know what, Sharon? Ilana and I actually had to change the dinner bell because it kept on going off too early. You know, the smoke detector
The dinner
kept on
bell.
going off too early.
So here's a little known fact that people think. You know, when you're sleeping, you can't smell smoke. When you are truly asleep, you cannot smell it. That's why we have smoke detectors.
Mm-hmm.
And it's important that you have updated and working smoke detectors because um, more people die in fires as a result of the inhalation than they do of being burned. And not a good thing. And it's usually because they're asleep or they don't have that early warning. Smoke detectors are a very important thing to have, and this has been a public service announcement from Jimmy.
Yeah, well, and Jimmy's right. Good on you, Chet. Mate, if I can stay up, I'll come and check you guys out a little later on. Um, Sharon is saying it's 6:57 a.m. there.
It is. So don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. When I tell you I'm living proof that it works, just have a look. I'm alive and well, and it's partly because of having a positive mental attitude. Um, make a difference in somebody's day today or evening. All you have to do is smile at somebody and say a kind word, shake a hand, give somebody a hug if they are so inclined. Um, thank a first responder, people like Sean and firefighters and police officers and our healthcare and EMS, people like our good friend Bone Tired Traveler Denise. She's a nurse, and we love our nurses. Without them, doctors would be nothing, honestly, because the nurses are the hardest working folks in the EMS field. So um, thank them, and don't forget our veterans, our men and ladies of the armed forces. They're every day keeping us safe and protecting our freedoms and our liberties. And Sean, thank you for having me on your show, as always.
As usual. It's always a pleasure. I kind of have a feeling that this will be our last together because next week we'll be running a bit earlier than you'll be awake.
Right.
And
Yep.
then when you guys go to daylight saving, when you guys go out of daylight saving, it will be 2 hours
2 hours behind.
different. So I don't think you want to come on board with me at 4 a.m.
Probably not.
Thought as much. And I'd love to go on board with you at 8, no, not 8 p.m., 10 p.m., but I'd much rather be, sawing chainsaws or whatever it is they call it.
Soaring wood, right?
That's it.
Um, who knows? We may be able to do something on a weekend if if I get up early. I don't know. We'll see, but you never know. But I appreciate it. It's been a hoot. It's always great to be to do this dual hosting thing. Um, so thank you for that. Thanks for thinking of me and allowing me to be part of your stream.
Mate, it's been the greatest pleasure, and I don't know about anybody else, but I've had the most fun.
Me too.
And with that in mind,
So
folks,
everybody in the chat. Oh, sorry. I was just
I
going to
was going
say
to
thank
say,
you. We'll
with
see
that
you
in
tonight.
mind,
Hump Day Cocktail Hour, 6 p.m. EST.
and with that in mind, Jimmy, you have an awesome day, folks. Have a very fantastic day, and we shall catch up with you round the traps. Take care.
Bye, guys.